Okay, so real quick, my social grade rhyme is basic common sense, common logic, until you get to the F's. That's about theology, about the Bible. It's about truth versus false, Jesus versus the devil, and here is the devil comes from the Latin word diablo, and the Greek definition is to slander. The definition for slander is a written or spoken lie meant to cause direct harm or indirect harm to a person's reputation. Slander. That's what happened to Jesus. He was slandered because the devil is the slanderer. How did he work? How did it play out though? It played out through people because the Bible says he's the spirit of the air, and he attacks the minds. In other words, he puts thoughts, a negative image, or a fear. Really, fear is a key word. A false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence appearing real, and he'll put that in the minds and create this negative false image. And the person that has the devil, that doesn't know the truth, enter into them, will say and bear false witness, and it will create this negative false reality by projecting a negative false image that is, if the person is not strong in the truth, it can make them feel negative false guilt and negative false shame. But I am not about negative false guilt, not about negative false shame from the devil, the slanderer, the liar, the father of lies that attacks the people's minds. I'm not about that. And of course, it leads, in Jesus' case, and a lot of innocent people's cases, it leads to false persecution. No, the false accusations, projecting the false guilt and false shame. Yeah, it leads to false persecution. Innocent people, harmless, right in the sight of God, loving. So I'm going to address three false realities. A male saying he could be a female. It's a false reality. It's not the truth. It's not what God wants. Or, a man saying he can have, it's like me. I can't picture me, I understand the lust and everything because I'm, I am made of clay too. And I understand perversion and the lust, but don't co-sign it saying it's normal. It's not normal. I have male friends at church, and I don't even the thought of even thinking about it. Oh, you and me, let's kiss, and I don't even want to finish the sentence. False reality, man. Now, uh, the other one I'm going to address is the false reality, false guilt, false shame, and that's all in my F's in my social grade rhyme. Like Omar saying whites are the biggest threat to the United States, and I have a very leftist friend that's telling me that I asked him about what did he think about what Omar said. Oh, she's a very good person. I said, what do you think about Candace Owen? Don't like her. I'm like, whoa, and I'm open. I'm totally open. So I hand him the Department of Justice statistics of the hate and violence throughout the 60 years, past 60 years, of blacks on whites. And he never read it, never looked at it. And he goes, I said, I go, dude, have you read that? And he goes, no. And I go, so I'm open to listening to you, but you're not open to listening to me. He goes, well, okay, I'll look at it. And I said, what makes you think Omar's right? He goes, well, look at the white Nazis, the person that ran over that person in the car. And he goes, She's telling the truth. I go, you gotta read excuse me, you gotta read the real facts, dude. That's like one incident, and that's like the liberal media. The liberal media will take one incident and throw it all over the news of a white person committing a crime. Meanwhile, 250 black on white crimes have happened, and not one will be reported. That's the statistics from the Department of Justice, and that's not a joke either. The devil is ruling our media, a slanderer, projecting false guilt, false shame, false realities, false accusations, false condemnation, whatever you want to call it. And Omar, when she said that, that's what got me fueled up. Whites are the biggest threat to the Americans' society. I'm blowing up. I'm going to enlarge the pictures of the statistics, and I'm going to show everybody the truth. And I'm talking to Jesse Lee Peterson, his James Hake, and I'm going to send him and them a copy. And I pray to God it gets on world or nationwide news. And then, so I got the mail with the mail, false reality. And it cuts people off. Sin will cut people off from God. And then also, and I wouldn't be really addressing it if they were becoming so prideful they're acting like Nazis. They're taking money from innocent people because they won't make a cake. They're doing 100 other things that are just evil, not good. Like Jesse says, you're either good or bad, right or wrong, good or evil, right or wrong. And in this society, the wrong people are promoted as being right, and the right people are being promoted as being wrong through the devil, the media that's controlled by the devil. And then, so the last but not least, hardcore topic I'm going to address, which is going to make me a favorite among a lot of people. Yeah, this is not a popularity contest, as you can tell. I'm not interested in all that. What is the last? No, I can't remember. Well, I'll cover it when I remember. Right now, it's been a long day, so I wanted to keep this short anyway. So there is a third one. Those are the two main. Those are the two main ones, though. Those are the two main ones. Yeah, and there's it'll come to me, but not right now. Obviously, it's not meant to be. All right.